This is Sports Vogue, where we break down the football stories everyone is searching for. On the 21st of August, the Premier League returns, and it will not be the league you remember. 6 new rules arrive at once. The biggest shake-up of the rulebook in years. A goalkeeper going down injured can now cost his team an outfield player. A slow goal kick can hand the opposition a corner. A substitute strolling off can leave his side a man short for a full minute. Referees will count down with their fingers like playground teachers, and VAR gets a power it has never had before. Some of these rules will decide actual points this season. At least one of them is going to cause absolute chaos in the opening weeks. Stick around, because the last change is the one nobody is ready for. First, why the league finally snapped. Here is the problem the Premier League is trying to kill: wasted time. Over the last few seasons, slowing the match down stopped being cheating and became coaching. Keepers went down with cramp the moment their side took the lead. Substituted players walked off like they were leaving a beach. Goal kicks took an age, throw-ins took longer, and every restart became a chance to breathe. Referees could add 10 minutes of stoppage time, but added time never fixed the real damage, because the disruption itself was the tactic. Breaking the rhythm, cooling the match, letting tired defenders reset. So this summer, the league announced changes aimed at 3 things: faster tempo, more consistent refereeing, and basic fairness. And the way they have done it is genuinely clever. The punishment for wasting time is no longer more time, it is losing the ball. And sometimes, as you are about to see, it is far worse than that. Rule 1. The 5-second countdown. From this season, when a player clearly delays a throw-in, the referee raises an arm and counts down 5 seconds. Fingers spread so everyone in the ground can see it. Hold on to the ball past the count, and the throw-in is not yours anymore. It goes straight to the opposition. Think about what that means in practice. 93rd minute, you are 1-0 up, and your full-back cradles the ball by the corner flag, eating seconds the way full-backs have done for 100 years. Except now, the referee is counting at him. 5, 4, 3, give the ball away in that moment, and you have gifted your opponent's possession deep in your own half at the worst possible time. The oldest, safest trick in football just became a gamble, and every player in the league has to relearn it by the opening weekend. And for goal kicks, it gets spicier. Delay your own goal kick past the referee's 5-second countdown, and the punishment is not a talking to, and it is not a free kick. The opposition get a corner. Read that again. A corner. Awarded from absolutely nothing because your keeper fancied a slow stroll to collect the ball. This is the rule I think produces the first proper meltdown of the season. Somewhere in the opening weeks, a goalkeeper protecting a narrow lead is going to dawdle, the countdown is going to run out, and a referee is going to point at the corner flag while an entire stadium loses its mind. And if a goal comes from that corner, it changes a result, a table, maybe even a manager's job. Goalkeepers have been the untouchable time wasters of this sport for generations. As of this season, that protection is gone. Rule 2 kills the slow walk-off. A substituted player now has 10 seconds to leave the pitch, and he has to exit at the nearest point of the touchline, not the scenic route past the away end with a round of applause for every stand. Take longer than 10 seconds, and here is the sting. Your replacement is not allowed on straight away. He waits on the sideline until the first stoppage after a full minute has passed. In other words, milk your exit and your team plays short-handed for the next minute of live football. Every manager in the league has used the slow substitution to strangle a match they were winning, and until now it was completely free. Now it costs you a player on the pitch while the opposition attack. Watch how quickly substituted players rediscover the ability to jog. Rule 3. Target the magic sponge. Any player who receives treatment on the pitch must now stay off for at least 1 full minute of active play, double the 30 seconds it used to be. The old routine was simple. Go down, wave for the physio, break the opponent's momentum, then hop back on within half a minute, fresh as anything. A free timeout, available whenever the game got uncomfortable. Now that timeout has a real price, because your side defends with 10 men for a minute that you chose to give away. 1 minute does not sound like much, until you remember how many goals in this league arrive in the moments straight after a stoppage, when defenders have switched off and the shape has gone soft. Go down cheaply now and you might genuinely cause an injury to your own scoreline. But goalkeepers were the loophole, because a keeper cannot be sent to the sideline and leave his goal empty. So the Premier League built the boldest rule of the lot, the goalkeeper tactical timeout. From this season, if the match stops so the physio can treat the goalkeeper, an outfield teammate must leave the pitch for 1 minute of active play instead. The manager gets 10 seconds to name which player goes. If he dithers past 10 seconds, the choice is made for him, and the captain walks. There are sensible exceptions. If the keeper was fouled, if there was a collision, if it is a serious injury or a concussion, or if the keeper waves the physio away, nobody has to leave. But a keeper flopping down with mystery cramp while his manager redraws the backline, that now costs his team a player. It is ruthless. It is a little bit mad. And honestly, it is overdue. Rule 5 is the one VAR skeptics should actually like. For the first time, VAR can review a second yellow card that produces a red. If the referee has botched it, booked the wrong man, or punished a perfectly clean tackle, the sending off can now be overturned on review. And it only works one way. VR can cancel a wrong second yellow, but it can never invent one, and it cannot whisper to the referee that he missed a booking somewhere. So the net effect is fewer unjust red cards, never more of them. Anyone who watched the last World Cup final knows exactly how much a soft second yellow can cost. Argentina lost Enzo Fernandez to one late in the final, and with him went any real chance of saving the match. From this season, in this league, that kind of decision gets a second look before it gets to decide a match. Rule 6 sounds like playground stuff until you see it written into the laws. Hair pulling. Pull an opponent's hair with excessive force and it is now a straight red card. A lesser tug gets you a yellow. Laugh all you want, but referees previously had no consistent guidance for it, and the players who did it knew that perfectly well. And around the same discipline theme, the captain-only protocol keeps tightening its grip. When a big decision lands, only the captain is allowed to approach the referee to talk it through. Any other player steaming in to mob the official is booking himself, automatically. Put all of that together, and you can see the identity of this whole new rulebook. The sneaky stuff, the swarming, the tugging, the play acting, every one of the dark arts now has a risen price on it. There is quieter machinery changing too. Semi-automated offside technology gets a faster, cleaner rollout this season, so those endless limb measuring pauses should finally shrink. Referees will keep announcing VAR outcomes to the stadium, so supporters actually hear why a goal stands or dies, instead of guessing from the big screen. And then there is the ball. A brand new match ball arrives, built with nitrogen-infused foam and a grooved surface designed to fly more predictably. That matters far more than it sounds. Last season's ball drove goalkeepers up the wall. Players complained it felt light, and independent testing found it wobbled and lost stability in flight earlier than the old one. Every keeper in the league spends pre-season relearning the flight of a new ball. So when you see a keeper flap at a 30-yard strike in August, remember this part of the video. So here is my take. This is the biggest crackdown on football's dark arts in a generation, and every bit of it is deserved. For years, the smartest clubs literally coached time wasting, when to go down, how slowly to walk, exactly when the keeper needed his ankle rub. The league could not stop any of it, because the only punishment was added minutes, and added minutes cost nobody anything. Possession does. Corners do. Playing a man short does. Managers will adapt inside a month, because they always do. But August is going to be carnage. The first corner given for a lazy goal kick. The first captain marched to the sideline for his keeper's cramp. The first substitute caught strolling. Every one of those moments will swing real points and dominate every highlight show. So tell me in the comments, which rule breaks first and which club does it punish? I already have my suspect. That is how the new Premier League works. If this cleared it up, subscribe to Sports Vogue, share this with the mate who still thinks a throw-in can wait forever, and comment which match or player we should break down next. See you in the next one.